You know, I used to like it a lot more, but, you know, then I got a job. But then I got a job. Oh, that makes me kind of sad now, actually. Nah, it's alright, but it does get a little bit annoying when it's there for too long. It's what we are in England. Like, if we have something for too long, we'll be okay with it for a little while before it gets just a little bit frustrating. Even rain. Like, well, in my opinion anyway, I do quite enjoy a nice rain every now and then. But I do enjoy a sun, but not for that long. And I do enjoy a sun because it keeps us alive. But as I was saying, but every now and then a little bit of snow. That's always nice, you know? A little walk in the snow. Maybe I'll take that dog out for a walk in the snow and watch him go, like, insane. Because it's like, oh my god, there's loads of white stuff everywhere. It's snow! Also, heh. Anyway. And yeah, it'll be great. It would be great if there was snow. But only for a little while, which there wouldn't be. It'll be, like, for years. Not in England, it wouldn't be for years. It looks like the inventory for the market is nearly at the limit right there. It's at 75%, so we have 25% or 27%. It's actually lowering a little bit now as I talk about it. Stop looking at it. It's going a bit weird. It's going all over the place. Look at these bridges, though. People use this bridge so much. I'm surprised it hasn't collapsed. That'd be awesome, though, if that was a random event. Maybe if a bridge turns to well, if a bridge becomes, you know, 10 years old, then it collapses. And you have to build a new bridge. It'd just be like that neat little degradation kind of thing. But then by that law, all these houses would eventually need to be replaced. But the thing is, actually, I'm not too sure, because these are just like standard wood housing. They probably don't even have any sort of filtering, any sort of insulation. That was the word I was looking for. That we do in our standing housing these days. So they're probably just like one sort of fairly thick wooden wall with a nice fireplace in it to keep it warm. But other than that, that's pretty much it. You know, maybe we have some glass windows. It looks like they do have glass windows, but there might be just mostly sticks. And now that I look at it, it does look like there are sticks there. And maybe it's, you know, maybe it is glass. I'm not too sure, but the thing is we're not making any glass, so it would make sense if glass was part of the materials required to actually make these buildings. Although we do have stone in these when we make these, I believe, anyway. Just that little bit of stone. Let's find out. Yeah, just that little bit of stone, which... Oh, the little bit of stone is actually for the base, I guess, to stop it from, you know, but when it rains, a little bit of water, that kind of thing happens. Also, there's no sort of plumbing and that lot going around here. Any, what are they called, grouts? Grouts. I was going to say krauts then. Watch out for the krauts, lads. No, I can't remember what they're bloody called. They're on the sides of buildings and they help sort of drain the water off the roof. And then sort of it goes into one sinkhole and then goes down and puts all the water from rain off the roof into nothingness. And it also stops sort of the loud banging noise that you usually get with water when hitting the roof. When it's coming off anyway. But yeah, that's not really what it's there for, I believe. It should be there for that reason. I can't see any other reason for it existing, to be honest. It's a modern thing anyway, but none of them are on these roofs, so I mean, I imagine these roofs get a little bit crappy after a little while. Yeah, anyway, enough of my random bollock talking. Even though we're not talking about that kind of thing, what we should be talking about is that it's been 30 years, ladies and gentlemen. It has been 30 years since the creation of our lovely town, and nothing bad has happened. It's kind of great. Well, a few bad things have happened, but the town has grown stronger and has grown wiser through those events. I like to think so anyway. Look at this nice massive tree that's sort of grown between these two buildings right here. I like that. That's a really nice touch. Also, they're filled with just people. They're filled with people. Oh my god. I don't like the sound of that. Tell you what, though, this is a perfect size to be surrounded by more housing. More housing, ladies and gentlemen. Why the hell not? Make more housing. Merva's once again flown on top of the bloody door. So I'm going to have to get him off again, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, even. I won't even talk here. You're going to hear nothing but silence. Yeah. Beat that silence. You can't beat the silence. The silence beats you. Sounds very sort of mystical in some weird way. Sunday, though. I'm not looking forward to going to work tomorrow. Ah. It's one of those weeks as well. Oh, well, have a 4-day weekend, because it'll be Bank Holiday Monday and Easter Friday. I think that's what it is, Easter Friday. I can't remember. It's Easter anyway, so we have Friday off. And it's really cool, because it's like, oh, yeah, the best time of the year to have a job, because that means you have a 4-day weekend. Yeah, it's pretty great. It's pretty great. Yeah. Unfortunately, that does mean that it's 4 days of absolute torture, because I have to get up at, 4 in the morning on 2 days, 2 of those 4 days, to actually work for an 11 and a 12-hour shift, which is okay, I suppose. I mean, obviously that means, you know, after the job that we're in there for, in the first place, actually finishes, and we don't have anything else to do after that, and we go home early anyway. But still, it's quite a long time. It's quite a long time. But the thing is, making those bills. You're making those bills, ladies and gentlemen. God, I don't like talking about my job, but sometimes it just becomes a tangent. Because you need filler, ladies and gentlemen. That's my sort of filler. I'm just going to, like, tell you random nonsense as filler. I want to increase the ale count, because it makes people happy, I like to think. How's the hospital doing? No patients. Okay, I thought it said no peasants for a second, and I had to, like, double read it, just in case, because my brain's a little bit slow. Because of the sugar. Can we make... Is that a little gap? I don't think it is, but let's find out anyway. No, it's not. Okay. That's kind of annoying, but oh well. And look at all this housing. This is great. This town is, like, getting pretty big, actually. It looks pretty cool. It's a good thing we're focusing a little bit more on this town anyway, other than the town that's over here, which doesn't really require much focus, because it pretty much runs itself. It's a very small, fairly well built up community of people, and, you know, that's a good thing. I very much admire that kind of effort. But yeah, I need to take another drink. Oh, wow. I don't know how some YouTubers that I watch just talk constantly. And I like that, and I want to keep doing that. Just the constant talking. You know, constant commentary when it's not just silence. And also constructive talking, well, constructive commentary. It's not like the commentary is not just filled with people like screaming or stuff like that, because that's just uninteresting to me. But, you know, where they're like talking about random things, or maybe references, or maybe a casual meme. I'm not really, you know, it's alright. As long as they're talking about something that's about the game, and then maybe referencing something else that is also involved with the game, like I am right now. And they maybe the occasional self thing, and then, you know, more content about the game. It's really random, but that's how I like to do it, and that's what I like to watch. So that's how it works. So hopefully you guys you guys enjoy watching that. Unfortunately, I don't receive too much constructive criticism. I don't get any criticism at all, which is a bad thing, to be honest, because that means, like, I don't get any criticism, and I get the occasional sort of yeah, but barely any criticism, like proper sort of like. I mean, I get a few emails every now and then of like God, you're terrible, stop your life. Which is pretty interesting, but then I don't really get any of those like, oh, this is pretty cool, but what you could do to improve this and that and this is do this, that, and this. And that'd be pretty awesome to hear, but you don't hear it very often, unfortunately. Oh well, that's something you have to live with. You know, maybe it'll probably, maybe in the future, you never know. People are watching, obviously. I mean, the view counts are rising, which I find pretty awesome. It's good to look at after a good day's work. You come over, someone subscribed, and, you know, there's a bit more views on one of your videos. And, you know, you feel pretty good about it. Someone has taken the time in their day to watch some of your content. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And I mean, you know, I work pretty hard on it. Fairly hard on it anyway. Probably not as hard as I used to since I got a job. But yeah, I still work pretty hard on it. Which reminds me, anyway, I do need to do more Lumberjack. More of the Lumberjack. Which was the Minecraft Let's Play series, which just took ages to bloody edit. Because it was, like, ridiculously sort of convoluted in the way it was edited. Well, not really convoluted, but sort of, you know, I did do a lot with it in order to make it professional and entertaining and not have too much sort of darkness, as it were. Like, too much of the same thing happening. Each episode was sort of different, and it was fairly difficult to do that. Like, it's very difficult to do that, but it's a lot of effort to actually record one video. And I was going to do some this week, this weekend, and the weekend before that, and the weekend before that, and I keep just thinking like, oh, just do some timbered stone and banished, and I feel pretty good doing that, but I just don't do any lumberjack, because then I don't have any me time, and I do enjoy a little bit of me time, ladies and gentlemen, not going to lie to you. Sounds a little bit selfish, and I'm also taking away the experience that is the game of Banished, because I'm not really doing anything. Like, I'm just looking over. That's pretty much what half the game experience is. Like, what we should do is really increase the speed by 10, and not 5. Yeah, might as well increase the experience just a little bit more. What we could have is probably another orchard, but maybe of a different sort of variant. What we could have is a nice orchard town sort of up here. Yeah, we could have a nice town over here, actually. Like, just this center bit here. I think that would look pretty neat. I think we could do something like that next episode, maybe. But at the moment, we are just increasing the size of our town right here. And 80 people! 80 bloody people! That's ridiculously good. Without having any problems whatsoever. As soon as we get to that glory that is 100, I'm going to feel pretty good about myself keeping a town like this sort of managed, and also having a second town which is fairly well managed at the same time, and also having a very sort of wide range of food supplies that is constantly having a greater input than output, but it's sort of like evening out so that I don't have too much food. You can have too much food in this game because you want to have storage space for other stuff, not just food, like the coal and the firewood and the ale and the tools and iron, stone, wood, you know, those sort of materials. You know, you do want to have more space for them kind of those kind of things. I have to wonder, most of my food's probably fish. Like, we've still got 5,880 rotten fish in there, which I would like to use as a food source, but unfortunately it's just not going to happen. And nearly 100% bloody storage space on this. Oh my, 4,213 fish. Most of it is fish. Stockpile's fairly well done as well. It's got 568 logs. Why are all our logs here? That doesn't make sense. Why are all the logs over there and not here or something instead? I have no idea. That's a bit strange, actually. Huh. Oh, well. Well, just, live with it, I suppose. You know, give it another 5 minutes, and then I think I'll be ending it, though, ladies and gentlemen. I do always do that. I always do the sort of pre-ending. Sort of pre-ending end, where I sort of announce when I'm going to be stopping for a little bit. Because I'm going to have to leave in a minute. It's actually quite late, to be honest. I shouldn't really be leaving now since I'm working tomorrow, but I really don't care. I don't care if I only have 4 hours sleep, because I'll feel the same anyway. It's not good, to be honest, because I have to bike to work. So, I mean, I shouldn't really be tired when I do such a thing. Screw it! I've talked about my job about 7 times during this playthrough, and I don't like doing it. Because I feel bad after like, halfway through a sentence, I think, I shouldn't be talking about this kind of stuff. I really don't like it. And I keep doing it, and I do have to apologize for those out there that don't like hearing it. I don't like hearing it myself, which is why I should stop myself from talking about it. It's filler content, ladies and gentlemen. I could be talking about other things. The gaming industry, yeah. That's topical. Because, you know, it's constantly changing. The Goat Simulator, yeah. Let's talk about Goat Simulator. That's a great game. It's really good. I'm being facetious. It's terrible. That's my opinion, though. Not yours, so you don't have to really complain about that, or if you are going to complain about that, then I would mention that you get all of your friends to go and dislike my video right now, and tell your other friends to go over and dislike my video, and then maybe some of your friends will think, actually I don't want to dislike this video, I want to like this video, and then a lot of them might like the video, but then most of them are probably going to dislike the video, but still, it's going to be an awesome circle, and you know, I won't gain anything from it at all. No, I swear to you, I will not gain anything from it, other than viewership. That's it. Wait, the tools are low. That is unfortunate. Why are the tools low? Oh, because I guess the coal is low? Okay, and we'll just make, oh no, the iron is low. Why is the iron low? What happened to the iron? What is the output of iron in this place? It's just coal. So we're going to change it to iron for the time being. Because we have loads of coal. Wait, why is this a problem? Yeah, let's go back to steel tools, because we can still use coal. It's just all of the iron has disappeared. That's a bit strange. Are we using it for something else? Like, that must be the case. Like, yeah, we have a miner over here who's not doing anything. This isn't tool is broken. So, yeah, all the tools are broken. We have very few tools. Okay, then. Do you sell any tools? You do. You sell steel tools. Okay, so what's happened here is the merchant of the area has decided to sabotage us. That's probably what's happened. He's sabotaged us. We need to buy some steel tools because we're going to run out here and we don't have enough iron, unfortunately. Well, we do, actually. We can gather some iron from this area here. It's going to be... we're going to have to do it. You know, gather all this iron and bring it down. Because we're going to have a tool problem. Everyone's going to run out of tools, and that's going to be... This is the first thing that's happened, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting. Interesting. Is it not? So that's what we're going to do. What we need to do is bring over... These only cost 10, apparently. We can buy one of them already. Oh, I know. Wait, it cost 50. But the cost is there, right? Cost of this item, 10. Oh, no, I'm buying 5 for some random reason. I don't want to buy 5. I was being very stupid. And we'll do that again. With the coat. There we go. Yeah, we'll just buy, like, a bunch of tools. What I'll do is I'll send... How much leather? 10 leather. Yeah, screw it. We'll send 20 leather. Over. 20 leather. Over. Yeah. And we'll just increase the speed. And what they'll do is they'll send a bunch of leather over. And then we can buy a bunch of tools so that not everyone in the bloody town becomes toolless. That would be a bad thing indeed. So if you just want to hurry up with that lever, buddy. There we are. Just pause the game so they don't leave. And we'll take 14 of those tools. There we go. Beautiful. We're not going to run into any problems now, hopefully. I mean, we have run out of iron, but we have just picked up a load of it as well, which is pretty cool. And we are going to need... What happened to all the laborers? We've just, like, had a massive influx of laborers. It's pretty great. We can just send them around the place. You want some more hunters? Sure. Woodcutters? Oh, wait, no, we don't need more of those. More foresters would be okay. Herbalists? Actually, we don't need more herbalists. Another farmer would be nice. Screw it. Just have 2 more miners just so we can have 12-12 there. It's pretty cool. And there we are. I feel pretty good about that. We'll take off the lever to just 1 again. And we'll put 1 ale in there as well, because screw it. We have got a good amount of ale. Maybe we can work around it in the future. But anyway, yeah. That's pretty cool. The tool problem seems to be slowly resolving itself. Because the blacksmith is creating some nice tools. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Let's actually increase the tool count as well. To like 70. We do want a lot of tools. You know, a lot of steel tools that last us a good while as well. And we can create quite a large consumption of them during the period, I suppose, yeah. During this lovely time that is the town. But this is the town of Lignick, the town that I did not want to call this name, but just chose it as a randomly generated name. And it is definitely flourishing, ladies and gentlemen. Loads of cool things happening right now. The food count is sort of, you know, it's been pretty, it is lowering. So we will need to make probably another crop field and have some more farmers for another harvest in the future. But for now, I'm feeling pretty content, pretty good about this. You have been watching the Innkeeper play Banished. It's been pretty great. I hope to see you guys next time. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. And check out my Twitter account. Link in the description for updates on my recent channel stuff. Like videos and all that crap. And all that crap. Good sort of thingamajig right there. Can't find the word. And it's not on my word list. So see you guys next time. Bye-bye.